name is Julian, and I was the cinematographer on ZWolf. I actually used to watch Dragon Ball a lot when I was young. Like I would come back from school, and that was probably one of the shows that I was always watching. Over the years, I did stop. I'm not sure why, to be honest, but then this kind of brought back a lot of memories. And watching this, trying to find inspiration for the film, was just bringing back so many memories, and I thought it was really interesting. I did a lot of research on this project, and some of it was visual research. So I would go online and try to find some photo references that I could use to build the looks for this film. I also watched a whole bunch of episodes to see how the style of filming was done, even though it's not really filming, it was anime, but to see how they portrayed movements. And I wanted to kind of recreate that. So both Sam, the director, and myself spent a lot of hours kind of just going over the references, the images, the samples that we found online, and we built something together to kind of portray it as best as possible. It's completely different from how I would light a regular film or a regular commercial or a regular project that I would normally shoot, just because there's one sun from the way we're normally lit outdoors. And in anime, or in this Dragon Ball Z anime, they have two hard key lighting coming in on them. So they'll be lit from both the right and the left. And what they were trying to do with that is to enhance their muscles, to make them look bigger, to give them more dramatic lighting. And I thought it was interesting because it's not something that you would normally do, but in this case, we wanted to recreate as realistic as possible to the original anime. And we were doing that on this project, where we were lighting people from two sides with hard key lighting. And it was just something completely out of my element in terms of what I'm used to doing. And I thought it was super fun. And it was something that I enjoyed doing. I've shot on green screen on numerous times before. And like always, green screens come with challenges. This one here in particular had its challenge because the film was 95% of it was on green screen. And I was a bit nervous at the beginning, like I need to film this whole project on green screen. If my green screen is not done right on the first day and I'm following through on the last day with it, then there's a problem. But I mean, I think we came out pretty well with it in the end, where we would do some techniques like live keying in studio and just kind of place it with some reference photos that we had and see how it would fit in. And surprisingly, it looked pretty cool. And I was happy the way it came out. In terms of story, I thought it was pretty unique that Daniel, our writer and producer, created a whole world regarding one character who's not necessarily a popular character or a character that gets a lot of attention. And I thought that was super interesting because it allowed us to focus on a character where we didn't have to be compared to other films and projects. It was something that we could have made it our own and wouldn't have to have criticism from diehard fans. Although a lot of diehard fans are fans of this particular character, so there is still a bit of a challenge with that. I just think that the way we approached it, because it wasn't going to be compared to another live action, we had a little bit of creative freedom with it, and I thought that's something that I wanted to jump on. I had a really good time shooting the film, and every day was a new challenge, and everybody brought something new to the table. So there was a lot of learning opportunities from everyone. I learned a lot of good stuff on the set. I'm sure a lot of other people learned stuff. And we brought all our expertise together, and we were able to make something with a very short turnaround, which I thought was amazing. One thing that I could be proud about this film is that the crew on this project were super friendly, super nice. They all brought in a lot of their expertise. Although we were a small team, we were also able to make a big project happen. When someone needed a hand, someone was willing to give it. When you had a bit of time, you were able to go and help someone else. In the end, it was all about trying to make this project come to life, and that's what I really loved about working on this film. Daniel, our writer and producer, approached me about 2 weeks before we went into the picture, asking me if I was available for this project. And I was kind of scared taking on this project because I usually do so much pre-production, and in this project I didn't have that chance to do the pre-production that I normally do. So I was actually on a show when Daniel approached me, and it didn't allow me much time throughout the day that he asked me and the day that we were about to shoot for me to do any photo references, any pre-production, go through the script thoroughly to try to see if there was a way for me to bring in a certain flair of my style into the project. But I found that with numerous conversations between Daniel, myself, and Sam, the director, we were able to kind of create a look that we thought was going to best represent the original animes. And with the amount of time of pre-production, I thought, wow, we were able to actually make that happen. That was a huge challenge for me. I'm super happy about how it turned out. I'm super excited to see the final result and to see the reaction we get from the Dragon Ball fans when watching this film. Daniel, if you wrote part 2, I would be there.